if you would like to see how I'm setting up my first few pages in the summer journal, keep it right here. What's up, everyone? This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. As you can see, I have my B6 journal, this gorgeous one from Archer and Olive, which all of you helped me choose. And that's a front page. I will get to the name page a bit later, but I thought I would get started with this more like a cover page. And I have my paper clip from Journal Say, and I have a few sticker books from Live Love Posh that I will be reaching for. And as you can see, I have a good selection. And my code Priya10 earns you 10% off at Archer and Olive, Live Love Posh, and a few other shops. And if you would like to see fun creative spreads for your planners and journals, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you can be sure you do not miss out on any of those. And with that being said, let's get started. And again, this is a B6 dot grid journal, and this was part of the summer release. The Swan Pond was the name. I have this older box from Arch and Olive, one of those journals, and I have some of these pretty paper, the pattern paper. So I think I will have this pack, which is more like a stargazer, the universe, the celestial kind of vibes, which I think will go with some of the colors I have in mind for this set of pages. And again, this will be part one of the journal setup, at least the first few pages, but I'm not sure I will have the time to have everything edited and ready to go before I travel. So I wanted elements that I can actually use it functionally. So that is the reason I decided to kind of set up a summer journal that will have everything, including all my gifts between all the trips I'm planning to do, gifts for friends and family who I will be meeting while I'm visiting them, or the country rather. And this is, again, I'm just cutting just the corners, and I did not use it in this particular page, but yeah, I do have some of the pre-planning that I did because I wanted to have a sense of where and how to place it, because this is a very small journal. If you notice, the B6 is half the size of the B5. And I did go ahead and put it down using my Tombow Dots adhesive. And again, this is a very, I've used one B6, but this is something a lot of people had wanted to see me use. So that's why I thought I would do the setup on camera. Otherwise, I was not planning to have this video, but since a lot of people were keen on these smaller sizes, especially the B6, which is looking to be very trendy these days. So that, yeah, I did put that paper down, you see, right? And then when I put down these, I don't think I really liked how it looked. So that is when I decided to switch it up. And that booklet you see is something I made. I have a video on that. DIY pre-planning, just booklet, and I used the used sticker sheets from Live Love Posh. I think it is that size. So the Live Love Posh and those bigger ones like the Aesthetic Plans, some of the small businesses who actually have those bigger ones, that is where those pages are from. So I just punched it, and I had a video set up. I think it was a quick reel or something. And yeah, I didn't quite like how that looked, so I just went ahead and removed it. Because it's a thick pattern paper, the paper in fact came off very easily. So I'm now trying to lay down some background or some washi tapes for some of the elements that can go there. And I think the washi tape is where I should start. And I also want to bring in those lace washi tapes. And this is, yeah. And these are all from Live Love Posh, including this washi cutter. So if you see, I'm going with the horizontal stacking of the washi tapes, but then I did not want to have it all the way to the same length. So just a bit short. And I'm using that washi cutter to press down the washi tape snug against that spine. You see how that can be done? And it actually does help a lot with the bulk final journal being bulky. It just helps everything flatten really well. So now we have these corner pieces which are just perfect. You see what I mean? So this was something I had wanted to try. So we have this one, and yeah, maybe trim a bit of that. Yeah, just a bit, because I don't want it to be seen behind that black lace. So that is the base of the page all done. And I think I also want to switch some of the stickers out, and I'm going to keep it to just those circle stickers. You will see what I'm planning to do with it. I had bigger plans, but looks like it just got a bit too much of a clutter. So I wanted to simplify it, and you will see what I'm going to do. So just pressing it down. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, so we are going to write 2025. And you see how useful that sticker book is. And when I last checked, this one is still available. And I also have to spell summer because this is going to be a summer journal. So I also want these lanterns, these garden paper lanterns. Yeah, and just I'm going to trim off a bit of the offset. And the sticker book, as of the time I'm editing, this just restocked. So please make sure you grab it if you had missed out entirely during the first time, or even if you want a second copy because you have used up a lot of it like me. Yeah, so just make sure you grab it before it sells out. And that's going to be the next lantern right there. And again, a bit of the white offset. That does look way better. And that is the next one. And yeah, I thought I should just trim off the white portion entirely from there. So that way we can have that lantern entirely visible, and it can even sit on top of that circle sticker and not cover up any of the other floral elements. Yeah, that looks good. And as you can see, I have this collection practically emptied out by the end of this setup. And it was kind of hard to pull some elements for a later spread. And this is going to be, yeah, that the fountain I definitely want to bring in. Those water features are really good. And you will see I'm not sure when this video will be up, but I used some of these in the creative journal spread, and that was filmed roughly at the same time. And I did go ahead and do that voiceover earlier because that was part of the YouTube collab loop group. And if you have not checked out the social media themed one, which drops on June 26th, if I'm not mistaken, or 25. Yeah, I think it's the 25th. And I will be away by the time you see any of these videos. I will be traveling. So it will be, I have used some of these stickers in that one also. And now let's spell out summer so that it can be summer 2025. And I'm going to be placing it in a wavy pattern. I'm not looking for a straight line there. So that is our summer 2025. And I think I really like it. This was something I had been wanting to try, especially that lace corners and the washi tapes as the base. And let me know if you have tried something like this before, if you've done anything similar. And I will be doing, it will be a full on vacation kind of spread. And it will not be like a relaxing vacation. It will be a lot of running around, meet a lot of people. Again, I do have a wedding in the extended family while I'm in India, so it will be nice. I will get to meet more people, and it is going to be another fun time. And I will hopefully be enjoying some rains because it is the monsoon season in India. In June, July, August is usually the monsoon season. So it will be a nice way to kind of relax a bit, hopefully. I do know that we have quite a bit of work that will have to be done, helping out our parents, I mean. So I was hoping to get some traveling within India, but I'm not sure that will quite be possible this year. And we will have, I'm hoping for a nice time. And that I think is the cover page done. And on to the next page. And I have a very new thing I would like to try here. Because again, if you know me, I have to make Dutch doors. I think I'm kind of obsessed with the Dutch doors lately. So I have the Dutch doors that I will be using, trying to place it at the corner, which is kind of hard because the sticker just jumps onto the page. And especially since yeah, you see it's crooked. And especially since I can't really have my head so close to the page, it gets really tough. And that is, yeah. Did you count how many trials have been going through to make sure it, yeah, it just does not want to, right? Can you see? And there you go, finally. And just that sticker, it just made everything pop. Is it not right? And now let's try and do something different again. So this I'm going to make some decorative ribbons here. And I'm going to, in fact, these are all washi tapes from Live Love Posh. I don't think that these are still in stock, but this used to be from the Fruits and Florals box. And I will try and link as many products as I can. And I do have a few other shops that I love to shop from, say the Planny Thing or the Washi Tape shop. And my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off it. all those shops too. And it is, yeah, you see what I'm going for? I'm going to, yeah, multiple heights, and I'm going to keep it at that. And I will be using the washi cutter to kind of, yeah, tear it off one by one. I know that's a sharp edge there, but we will do something about it. And yeah, the washi tapes just don't want to obey. They just want to roll away. So that is, what else could we bring in? And I also want to do something like a, a fun, different Dutch door. And this it will be, again, it is more on the functional side. So I'm going to see what other, yeah, let's just use that box there. And I'm going to create like a full area of, uh-oh, I thought the video was on. I don't know. Some of the footage just had gotten erased. I don't think it was filming. Sorry about that. I just cut a notch. As you can see, I just cut off a part of the page just so that we will have a small Dutch door, and you will see why I'm doing it, because I'm going to be doing it a few more times. And I will have, yeah, let's just fill some of that space just at the corner. And I think I will go ahead and we will go ahead and add the headers here, because we will be, again, I'm going to use it very functionally. So this is going to be all the travel details or the travel plans, say the flight bookings and anything of that sort, because I have multiple trips coming. And yeah, so that is the travel. Yeah, that looks about a good space, and I will have more details on that, but I may come back with a full flip through of the journal once I've completed it. And would that be something you're interested in watching? I would like to hear about it, because you have the plans will all be filled in. Some of the areas will have to be covered up, but then I will hopefully have some useful pages for you for some ideas if you want to try and test out some ideas in your planners or journals. And it's usually the journals that I'm getting creative with, because the creative freedom is very different. And we have all of these quotes from the Functionally Noah, and we are really using both of these sticker books. And I'm going to use just a small portion just to balance some of those colors, and that will be it. And should I, yeah, I think, yeah, that really helps actually. So I think that page is pretty much done. Now let us get to more of such simple Dutch doors that I will use. And I don't know if I did come back and later add a few more boxes, but as of now, I don't think I want to, because I'm going to be finishing this part one with a few more pages, and then we'll have the next part, which will come with more elaborate setups. And yeah, it's going to be interesting, because this kind of setup is not something I've done before. And now let's get to the next page. And I'm going to also just trim off the corners. And that small scissors and the paper clip I use are both from Journal Say, and my code Priya can earn you 8% off when you shop Journal Say. So now let's get to the next page, and we do have. Am I not done decorating here? I thought I wanted to stop because sometimes you do have those. Yeah, that was what I was looking for. And we have the next page, which if you have noticed, I love to bring in this fruits and florals. I've used it quite a bit, and I'm going to see what else I can bring in without ruining the current beautiful setup, because I really love this fun, different approach to the Dutch door. And this is going to be, I'm trying to keep it to alternate sides when it comes to decorations on the box. So I'm going with the next Dutch door. And this time I'm going to be using all scissors. And this time, this was the same process I did with the first page. And I'm going to keep it at that. And just there, I have, yeah, that's the next Dutch door. And I will be coming and adding the next box. Let's just finish off the boxes just so that it can all line up perfectly. And we will have more decorations in the pages after that. But I think we will have a couple more before we can finish with that functional set of words lined up perfectly. And this is going to be, yeah, that is the next page. And you see how simple it is, but it looks quite complicated. Let me know if you have done something like this before, and if you have used a proper Bujo style journal. I mean, I know there are people who feel really pissed off. I do see lots of comments on Facebook groups, and they hate it when people just cut it up and make it really stickered up, and they just lose it when I hear about it. I can really say they're really upset about it because they call it, sometimes they do see it as just like a creative endeavor and not a functional one. And it's totally up to you, right? I mean, some people get really pissed off, but I find that I use journals more when I sticker it up. So if you are comfortable with just the plain pen and paper and not sticker it up like what I love to do, I'm happy for you. But everybody is different, and everybody does what they think is best for their using the journal, right? So I know I see lots of comments, and it's like it's meant to be used functionally. So yeah, let me know if you have come across any of such comments. I mean, it's not directly on my posts or something that I shared. It's just some generic statement that they put out, because they seem to be really upset about it. I understand. You have the right to be upset, but everybody is different. So let me know if you have come across anything of that sort. And this is going to be the next page. And I will also come and add the headers. And let me know how you're liking this, because this is something I have not done before, but I thought I would. I just don't want to do the same things over and over again. We need new, fresh ideas, right? So that is our way of keeping our brains active. You do need to keep your brain's creative juices flowing. So that's what I love to call it. And that is our next touch tour. The simple layout is coming along, and I will start adding elements as and when they are needed. So that is the reason I'm filming this ahead of time, because when I start going, or once I start my summer break, I don't think I'll have time to think about any of this. So this will be the next mission before I hope to actually do a full flip through once I'm done with all the setups. I honestly do not know how much time I will have. It's the time crunch is getting real for me, and this is going to be really tight. So that is just, you see how I'm decorating just around those notches. And these are, I think, one of the simplest Dutch doors you can do. And I'm going to start adding the headers now. So let me know how you are liking this. So I tried to make sure I pick the images that would go with what I have planned for the page. So that way it looks better when you open the page as such. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. So this will be the next page, and I have to have multiple sections in here. So that is why I thought I will have the boxes here. And again, it is not at the same level, just a bit different in the height. And I'm also trying to make sure the leaves are in different orientations. And I'm also trying to make sure I can put it down straight, if you know what I mean. So if you like to watch these kind of creative setups in your planners or journals, I do have a good mix already on my channel, which you can start with. And let me know if you have checked out any other videos. And if you're somebody new to my YouTube family, I welcome you wholeheartedly. And please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification if you haven't already. It truly helps me out with the growth of the channel. And please share it with anybody who you think will appreciate such fun ideas. And let me know what your favorite element or component in the whole setup was. Was it this fun set of clusters that they're including in the latest books? And by the time you see this, the travel release would have happened at Live Love Posh. I'm not sure when this video will be up, but it is going to be a fun one. I did see the flip through. It's going to be an amazing one. And I will have all that information down in the description. So please make sure you shop before it sells out. So onto the cover page, and I'm using the Swan Pond stamp set from Archer and Olive. When I last checked, this was still available, but if it's not, please make sure you check out the store because they do have some amazing goodies. And this is the stamping block. This was not what came with the whole pack, but no, it was in fact, yes, because I do have all these acrylic blocks that I like to use for stamping, and I'm keeping the baby wipes handy. I'm just finishing off this humongous package of baby wipes. I'm glad. And that was very well used. So onto this page, and I'm going to be using the VersaFine ink, the black onyx, and I'm having this scrap piece of paper just going off the page so that it doesn't bleed onto any of the other pages I don't intend to have it on. So that is yeah, just keep the wipe handy. That's usually quite helpful. And just make sure your stamp, the stamp and the elements are well inked. So that goes right at the, yeah, I'm just making sure that's the element I want to use. So I have that right there, and some of it will be going off the page, just a tad bit maybe, but you don't want that on your table, do you? So that is our first element all stamped, and we will have some more of those grassy elements. And this is going to be a mix of stickers and stamping inks. And also I will use some of the tombos that you see. So that was the break. I did go ahead and pick a few colors. And this is, yeah, the next element in here. And I wasn't sure if I should be bringing in the willows, just like so, the willow branches. And that was a good place for that, but I wanted to bring in the stickers before any of that. So, coming back to this page after a day, so for you, it must have taken a second. I have these arch and olive stickers that I printed, and there was the cutting that I did using my Cricut, and it's been working great. But I thought I wanted to combine it with this one, which is from Martinez Sticker Company, and that is a gorgeous sticker. So, this was something I had picked up while it was released. It is one of the recent releases. I used to be a rep for Martina Sticker Company, not anymore. But yeah, I love that whole scene. And these are all hand illustrated. So, I would love to support. If it is on a clear sticker paper, it would come out even more seamless, but I wanted to keep it all paper stickers this time. I do have my recommendations on sticker papers if you are somebody who's on the lookout for that. And if you want to see how I switch the orientation, if you notice closely, the swans are facing either side or in both the sheets. Do you notice that? So I do have tutorials on how you can do that on your Cricut software. Even if you don't have the machine, you can use the software to do all these and just do the final cutting by your hand. So it's as simple as that. And I'm going to bring in a few elements here and there and just to create a small scene. And I'm not going to add much here other than just a simple deco, and then I will also bring in the Tombow brush pins. So I'm testing a couple of the colors, and that is the number you can see there. And I'm just going to color just at the level where you can see it's the water, and I'm just keeping it at that. And I love those small touches which really make a difference, especially for such spreads. And I'm going to be whiting that edges because I know it's not going to cover up that entire portion, but still, I don't want it to actually stand out, especially that white eraser, the correction tape. I have linked all the products I'm using. So if you ever want to pick up anything, it is all available for you. And I also have a tutorial on how we can get started with a gyro cut. If you are just wondering what that weird looking tool is, it's a paper crafting tool. And that's something I really love to use in my paper creations. And that is the next set of stickers I used, but then you will see how I'm switching it for something else because I want the lilies are good. I think that color really brings the whole spread together, but we already have a lily there. So, what else do we need? I might, yeah, I don't want to see. I think that looks way better. So, I'm going to cut it here and use the scrap to, yeah, just at the spine, just putting it as snug as possible. And I think Yeah, I don't think any of the scraps should go to waste, especially for such pretty sheets. And these were printable stickers that I bought during that sale Arch and Olive had. Every Monday, Olive has some deal going on. And please make sure you are checking out the posts tab, in fact, on YouTube. That's where I come and announce all the sales that are going on, that pops up in my radar. And if I have some of my favorite items going on sale, I definitely make it a point, even if I'm not an affiliate. So this would be the next washi tape I'm laying down, just that small scalloped edge at the top, and that's from Plani Thing. So I think this came together very well, and I might come and add a few more stickers to finish off the spread. And I think the first set of pages are done. So the second part will be coming soon because I did film it back to back. But I'm just trying to schedule my videos for the next couple of months. There might be a small reduction in the number of videos that drop each week, but there will be something for you to watch. And please join me as you get creative in your planners and journals. And I think I really love this different approach to the journaling as such. And now let's finish off the front page. And that is, again, we need the last baby wipes from there. And it's important to clean out that acrylic block. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was quite okay, but I didn't quite like how it was. It just gives the illusion of that swan being behind those willow branches. But I think, yeah, I did come and switch it out in the end. I didn't quite like how it was looking. So, again, making sure I clean out the acrylic block. And yeah, I'm using only one of those. I did not want to add a lot because I want that sky scene from the sticker to be visible. So just at the tippy tip, we have that. And yeah, I'm going to switch out that swan for another one who is clean. So it could be either way. So you can use either of those looks, but I think I prefer this, so that's why I switched it out for a cleaner swan. Let me know how you like this setup, and if you have shopped any of these items I'm using. So thank you so much for watching. Please find all the videos and shops and everything linked in the description. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.